Blue Dog, good afternoon, sir. And how are you? For the rest of you, I'll give a second for folks to maybe get a little notification in their feed or email, or I sent up a little warning on Twitter that we'd be coming on live just for a few minutes. Why? Because it's Saturday afternoon, and this is no better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than with a nice bowl of something. And I know Blue Dog's with me because I was chatting with him on text right before I came on. We were having a grand old time, and he was smoking a light English. I forget what he told me it was. Earl of Pipes is with us. Afternoon. Keith Robinson is with us. What's in your pipe? I'm gonna let that Blue Dog remind me of what he told me. Merry Christmas to you, Earl of Pipes. A little house cleaning. Cup of black coffee, not in the BRTV or even the Country Squire mug, because I'm in the residence today, and I have those over at the work. And hello, Johnny Osprey in Rhode Island. Blessed to have you with us. I'll go ahead and make this a formal Padre video. You know how that starts. YTPC. Padre, wishing you and yours. Hey, Earl of Pipes, smoking some Maltese Falcon. Like that stuff. Hoping you're finding all the blessings that the Lord has in store for you. Codger Jim's with us. He says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Codger Jim. One of the reasons I wanted to come on here today. Hello, Kevin. Oh, yeah, Levant mixture. He's got some Drucker and Sons of GLPs. That's one of, we were talking about, I was talking about this with, hey, Monty Piper, with Mark VV, I think in one of the BRTV exclusive videos. And Robert Dawson's with us. Lustrosaurus is with us. We were referring to those blends such as that as GLP's side hustle or his side gig. All right, Waffer Valley Boy is with us. Happy Christmas to you as well. All right, happy Advent, a blessed Advent to you, Purdue Piper. Blessed to have so many folks to be able to be online with us on a Saturday afternoon. The Smooth Piper says, hey, and I say, hey, Smooth Piper, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Let me finish my house cleaning. I'm smoking my Country Gentleman that has been modified with this beautiful Blue Forever stem. I'm going to tell you why I'm smoking this pipe in a moment. Robert Dawson says, Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas. And he says to Tim, hope your dad is well. I don't know what's going on there too, but I hope dad is well also. I've got in here this here mixture from John David over at the Country Squire Tobacconist in Jackson, Mississippi. It's called Green Dragon. And thank you, Monty. I like that stem too. It's beautiful. This Green Dragon, this is the reincarnation of Green Dragon. The original Green Dragon was a fantastic Virginia based blend, Virginia Perique blend from Country Squire. And it had to go away for a little bit because the components that were used in it were from McClellan. John David has mixed up a match for this and has done quite well. I've got some of the original Green Dragon still in a jar upstairs, and so what I'm planning to do soon is to smoke a bowl of each blend, the old and the new, and see if I can tell just how close it is. I don't remember. It's been probably a year or so since I've had my old batch of Green Dragon. Although this is familiar, and whether it's spot on match for the original Green Dragon from Country Squire or not, man, I'm enjoying this blend a lot, a whole lot. In fact, I even went old school today. You know what I did? I pulled out some matches, wooden matches, and that was the charring light I was enjoying before I came on. Let's relight this. And it's taken that match and that flame beautifully. There's something to be said for lighting the pipe with matches. Blue Dog has just given me an attaboy. He says, good for you. I know. I don't have an acolyte closet at home that I can steal from. I mean, I can borrow from. Merry Christmas to you too, Michael. Thank you. Um, Thank you, Shmoo Piper. This is a forever stem. And I've done a video on this. If you haven't seen it, you may want to check it out about how you can take this $12 country gentleman and for about a $25, $30 investment in forever stems, get you one of these and just deck that corn cob out and make this corn cob smoke as good as, I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This thing smokes as good as some of my $150, $200, Savinellis or something. Thank you, Blue Dog. I do. I think it's beautiful as well. Love this stem. The reason I chose this pipe for this quick live video is because I couldn't let this go. Pardon me while I take a swig. I had to come online today and offer a huge thank you to a man in this community who totally blessed me yesterday. I went out to the old mailbox and at the church, found in there an envelope, pulled that envelope out, found another envelope. Inside that envelope was a beautiful Christmas card. On the back was a little note to me. On the inside of that was a letter to me. And included in that was this. This is a Christmas stem made by Cane Rod Piper. Now I participated in his GAW, was not the winner. And it's one of those times where I said, usually when I do a GAW, a video response, I tell people, I'm doing it for kicks and giggles. I've got too much stuff. Don't even include me in the winnings. If I get picked, you pick somebody else. And I even said in that video, I said, I want to win this. And I didn't, but he sent me one anyway. And that was just too kind of old Cane Rod Piper to think of old Padre and send this out. So what I have done, I did this last night, in fact, I went on Amazon, ordered another one of these country gentlemen that is going to be specifically for this Christmas stem. It will be here, believe it or not, Monday, because I have Prime. So I'll have it in time for Christmas. And, you can get a country gentleman on Amazon for $10.56, I think it is. Folks, that's a quality smoke at a great price, that's for sure. So what's everybody enjoying in their pipe today? I want to go back to Country Squire. One of the reasons I like them, great customer service. I bought this new Green Dragon on Black Friday, and every time I order from them, you get a little handwritten note from John David. It's just wonderful. He says, hey, Padre, glad your order finally went through. I was having some problems on the website. I guess it was a Black Friday tech issue, right? He says, grace and peace to you, which is wonderful. Thank you, John David. And you know what he threw in this time? I've never seen this before. I don't know if this is new or just new to me, but it's almost like it's a menu of available blends. On this page, the Country Squire aromatics. On this page, the non-aromatics. Down here, the story of the Country Squire. This is just got a little section called ingredient tobaccos. This is a wonderful little extra page that was included in that order. Such a great company to do business with. An old-time brick and mortar who's also online. Country Squire Tobacconist. They're not paying me to say this. I buy full freight like everybody else. But a great piping member of our piping community. I do, Les Shores, you like it too, huh? That Country Squire flower, that's nice. So I don't know if I missed it while I was talking. What's everybody got in their bowls today? What you smoking? This Green Dragon, I'm telling you, I'm a little curious now to really do the comparison on it to the old Green Dragon. Because I liked that one a lot. I just don't remember it enough at the moment to do a fair comparison, but I'm liking this. You know what I've been smoking all week? Stuck at work, no pipe. That's crummy. What I've been smoking since Tuesday is that Kringle flake. I've really been enjoying the heck out of that. I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me talk about it because I did the first impressions video, and then I did a little follow-up tasting video on that. And one of the things I'm having fun with on that particular blend is that rich red Virginia flavor with not even close to a bite. Now, as our good friend Bradley would say, your mileage may vary. Not close to a tongue bite. Nothing from it. And that's a wonderful thing for a Virginia. Kevin's got some corncob pipe and a button nose going on in the cob right now. Got some Escudo in the Sab 606 KS from Rex Hargrove. Folks are smoking some good stuff out there. But what I've been having fun with that Kringle flake is it behaves in different pipes in a different way. Smooth Piper's got the LJ Peretti number 8 slices. Great broken flake, he says. So I've been really having fun getting to know that Kringle flake. When I got my tin in, there was no reviews online, and about a half hour before, Blue Dog still got that Levant mixture going. About a half hour, maybe hour before I did my first impressions video, I went over to tobaccoreviews.com. One review had been placed up. Guy liked it, gave it a 4.0. It was as of last night, it was carrying a 4.0 with a bunch more reviews. People really seem to be talking nicely about that Sutliff holiday blend for 2016. One guy was talking about getting some more and hoarding it, so grab it if you can. Bengal Slices, Jeff Cavins, how are you, sir? So nice to hear from you. Kirk down in Florida, good to see you as well. Old Dark Fire, Ready Rub he's got going on there. That is, Over a Pipe was doing his Kentucky stuff. He does monthly sorts of blends and such. And I'm not all that familiar, to tell you the truth, with too many of the Kentucky types of blends. And so he got me really curious, and I've actually put an order in. And I think that's going to be one of my New Year's approaches, is to start getting to know Kentuckys and see what I think of those. Jeff Cavins, Blue Dog says he loves Bengal Slices, and if I'm not mistaken, got that bread mixture recommendation. Thank you, Rex. Yes. A lot of people have been giving me some good Rex on that. That's another one I'm going to start chasing. I want to make sure I can find myself a bread bomb. If I'm not mistaken, Jeff, didn't you send me some Bengal Slices? I believe that was you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Old Joe Krantz Red. Latakia, Sean says. Michael, sitting on the porch smoking Dan Tobacco Danish blend. You know what? I have not had Dan's Danish blend. Some of the Dan I have had, I've thoroughly enjoyed the Blue Note. I believe Dan is the one that does is it called Holiday Blend or Holiday Mixture? Or that's a really sweet, fruity one. Padre the Ready Rub, so good, my favorite tobacco. All right. People are enjoying some good stuff on this Saturday. Let me ask you, for those of you who, well, hello, Precious. This is my new puppy. I know Annie used to make a lot of appearances. My new little girl, I've almost had her a year now. I picked her up on January 4th from, she was adopted, and I know you can't see her. She's actually trying to be shy, but she came up to me. I guess she heard me talking. Her name is Jasmine. Short for that is Jazzy. She's a German Shepherd, and she thinks she can. That's Devil's Holiday. Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. That is such a sweet taste. And when you're in a mood for something sweet, that's a great backing. Jazzy is a sweet girl. I adopted her January the 4th of this year, so we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. And she's probably about a year and 6 months now, about a year and a half, and she's a big girl. She's a big girl. She thinks she's a lap dog. I'm surprised she has not tried to jump up here and get in my lap right now. She's just snuggling. She hears me talking. She says, "Why is Daddy talking into that camera? He's not talking to me." So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do some videos to get her in. I know when I used to do my YTPC videos with old Annie girl, Annie would hear me talking and she'd come up and she'd have to come and give me a kiss every time she heard me talking. And so she got to be known in the YTPC. Now, Jazzy has just given me her butt. She likes to have her butt scratched. And now the head is coming up between my legs. And thank goodness I'm sitting at the dining room table, because I'm afraid if the table wasn't here to block her, she would be climbing up in my lap. And she's tall, she's a big girl, and she's gonna knock my coffee over. She would be like face to face with me. "You are in a playful mood, aren't you?" "Yes." All right. So, you know, guys, I think it's all guys online. Look, it's dangerously close. If you're doing the Christmas thing, you don't got much more time left to go shopping. So, has anybody still got shopping to do? That's the big question. Because at this point, I'm not even sure Amazon Prime could save you. And today's Saturday, so thank you, Jazz, for knocking the table, sweetie. Who's still got Christmas shopping to do out there? Last minute shopper, says Johnny over in Rhode Island. You better hop on it, brother. How much you got to do? Is it one of those things where you can just like hit up the store and get some gift cards? Gift cards, that's what Sean says. That's a good answer, gift cards. Yes. Rex says same thing. I think it's something in our guy DNA to be sort of last minute-y like that. Did you come back? You must like this, Virginia, huh? You like the smell of it, don't you? I wonder if I could like turn this so you could see her without me killing the whole shot. I'm gonna try because it's on a tripod and it's loose and I don't want the phone to go flying. But there's my pretty Jazzy. Jazzy, can you look up, girl? Can you look up? Look at the camera. Look at the camera, pretty girl. Yes, yes. She's such a sweetheart. She really is a good dog. She's so smart. Yeah. We're going to get you on a video. That's what we're going to do. We'll make a video especially for you. So, yeah, it's getting dangerously close for those folks who have still got shopping to do. She is a sweet pup, Rex. Thank you. And thank you, Smooth Piper. She's a beauty. She really is. She's a good-looking dog. I think I had told this story in an earlier. She's digging in Christmas gifts now. Get out of there. I think I told this story. I'll tell y'all if you don't. If you got a second, you hadn't heard me say it in an earlier video. She was the way she was acquired by the Pound, and that's how I acquired her. I adopted her from the Pound. A couple of parishes. We don't have counties in Louisiana. We have parishes, so like 2 parishes over from where I am. It's called St. John the Baptist Parish. That's not a church parish. That's an actual, civic seat. St. John the Baptist Parish Pound acquired her from the St. John the Baptist Police Department, who had found her. And here's what had happened. A guy had run out on his landlord, didn't pay his rent, all right, and he was getting evicted. So he was staying one step ahead of the landlord, cleared everything out of the apartment when it came time for the sheriff's department to serve the eviction notice. Everything was gone. The sheriff's department searched the area anyway. They went in the backyard, they looked around, they saw a tarp thrown over a pile of something. They didn't pay much mind to it. And one of the deputies just happened to think, I'm gonna go look under that tarp before we leave. He looked under the tarp. Under the tarp, in a cage, in a pen, was this pup, and she was there. It just left. And they ended up doing a little bit more background on the guy who had skipped out on the landlord, and turns out he is on the National Sexual Predator Database. And they were sort of thinking he might have been grooming this puppy to be friendly with kids and such, which is just creepy, creepy, creepy to think about. So anyway, she got over to the Pound, And had it not been so close to the holidays, they didn't come out and tell me this, but my suspicion is, had it not been so close to the holidays and they'd been working full staff and the vet would have been there and everything, there's probably a chance they might not have even allowed her to get adopted. They might have just destroyed her. And the reasoning is she has a heart murmur. And sometimes they don't like to adopt pets out that have that kind of those kinds of conditions. So she's got a heart murmur, it's the way God made her. I don't care, and there's not a whole lot we can do for it. And again, I don't care, Statistically speaking, she might have a shorter life. I don't care. It's God's creation, and he placed that dog in my path, and so she's mine. And heart murmur or not, that's like pipes, man. You get a little pipe with a nick or a dent in it, it's got character. And that's how you know that pipe is made for you, because you look at it and go, I can love that. So what are you doing? She doesn't usually come into this room. And there are packages in here. There are Christmas gifts and bags and such. And she's looking around like, who is this for? And there's actually some stuff down there for her, so I don't want her to find that, because she's got a bloodhound nose. She can smell through some stuff, so. It's a pretty girl, yes. And I'm sitting here, I should just show you this. This was actually a gift that came my way. Whoa! It's sitting right here on the table, so that's some good stuff right there, the Glenlivet 12-year-old. I've also had the 18-year-old, which is sinfully good. My goodness. So yeah, listen, you guys, if you've got some shopping left to do, time to get on a wee bit old Scotland. That's right, Johnny Osprey in Rhode Island. Just a wee little, 2 fingers, right? But right now it's black coffee. Smooth Piper gives me an amen. Thank you, brother. If y'all got your shopping to do, you better look like getting to it. Over here where I am in southeast Louisiana, it's kind of a dreary day. It's not a day that you want to go out shopping. It was raining earlier. It's not excessively cold. It's in like the mid-50s. But it's just nasty. You go out there and it's that cutting kind of cold and damp and ugh. So I'm hoping the weather is better on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Get some sunshine in here. And hopefully it'll be not, like 95 degrees. Like we down here in Louisiana, you never know what Christmas Day is going to be like. It could be 90 degrees. It could be 30 degrees. In fact, back in Christmas 2004, believe it or not, we actually had snow in New Orleans on Christmas Day. I'd never thought that I would live to see that, and it happened. So that was really cool. Doesn't look like that's going to happen this year, and that's definitely a freak sort of thing. You better not be unwrapping. What do you got your nose down in that bag for? That's not for you. She's like a kid, and you got to keep her out of everything. So, hey, listen, this has been a lot of fun talking with you guys, but I got the feeling, and I said I didn't want to stay on too long today, because I don't want to keep y'all from doing your chores. You know what y'all have to do, especially those of you who have to go out shopping. And I still have some errands that I need to run today. And I got to keep this 80-pound monster from getting into Christmas gifts down here, because she, like I said, she doesn't normally come into this room because there's not much going on here. But she has her nose down in a bag, and I don't know what. Back it up, back it up. Oh, and she's big and she's strong, so I don't know what she's after. Something I know it's a package that's pre-wrapped, and it's got like a rope about the size of a shoestring that it's wrapped around. She loves shoestrings, so I'll come home if I'm wearing shoes with shoestrings on it. Her favorite thing to do after she settles down, get at my feet, and she'll lay down and she'll start untying my shoes. She's obsessed with shoestrings. I don't know. I guess maybe that's what I can get her for Christmas, some shoestrings. She's got a rope that she plays with. Now she's in a different bag. Jasmine. So, yeah, I think I better sign off before she unwraps all the gifts down here. I don't know what you're smoking today. I know what some of you said you're smoking, and there's some good stuff out in the community right now. Whatever it is, I hope it brings you a whole bunch of pleasure. As a reminder, video number 3 from Mark VV and I dropped today over on BRTV. If you go to briarreport.org, you can see our video number 3 in the Smoking Through the Sampler series, where we're taking on Boswell's English samplers, one blend at a time. Sweet Pea. And she's into presents. And number 3 is Mild English, so that one up today. We haven't yet been able to record number 4. We were supposed to do that last night. My fault. I had a wedding vow renewal to do late afternoon, and then that couple, 51 years of marriage, they wanted to go out to dinner after, so I had to go out to dinner with them, which was, you know, oh, the chores, right? It's so hard to do this. So, but it prevented us from recording our next number 4. So I'm hoping we can get that done over the weekend, and we'll have that one dropping for you next week, the number 4 of the 7 in the English Sampler series. But get on over to BRTV and check that out. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, not without first again saying very big thank you to Cane Rod Piper for this beautiful stem. I can't wait till Monday when my new country gentleman arrives that I will place this stem on, and I'll have to make another video, I guess, to show you how that puppy's gonna smoke. So let me get to signing off before this German shedder gets into some more Christmas gifts, and before I get some damage done to some presents. Y'all have a blessed Saturday, blessed Advent, a Merry Christmas. Padre, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings.